We'll start with this clip of Fox and Friends. You know, look, there's a lot of misinformation out there, folks. A lot of people think that, oh, we're placing children in these children detention centers in cages. And that's simply not true. They're not cages, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? These are not cages. In fact, here's White House spokesperson Hogan Gidley, and this is the guy who was like a Rick Santorum, right? Who is this guy? Was he
Santorum?
Rick
He was a Santorum spokesperson.
Yeah. Oh, Donald Trump's a horrible human being. Wait a second, I can get a job there? Okay.
Main part. We got from the Border Patrol some of the images inside these detention facilities, and you can see some have likened them to concentration camps. Some refer to these as cages, and I can understand that point of view. Look, I'm from a farm community. To me, I see the chain link fences. It's more like a security pen to me. Nonetheless, whether you call it a cage, you call it a pen, the images are stark.
Yeah, absolutely. It's heart-wrenching. You see what's going on out there. But listen, Steve, you stood here last week with the president. I was standing 5 feet
Pause
behind
it. Now,
you.
I just want let's catch up where we're at. Like, look, I don't want to split hairs here, but they're really more like security pens than cages. I grew up on a farm, and we would never put our animals in cages. We would put them in security pens. And so we're doing that. We're putting the kids in security pens like animals. We're not caging them.
That's the exculpatory talking
exactly.
point. You're in a pen like an animal?
Let's hear Hogan Gidley tell us how heartbreaking this is. As if this is like, oh my God, these security pens, it rained security pens down and just happened to drop right where the kids were. And now they're stuck in these security pens. And it came down. We don't know how to get rid of them.
5 feet behind you. You heard what he said. He doesn't like this, but he also understands it's the law of the land. You have to enforce these laws. The situation at the border is a crisis, and it's put there because this president, quite frankly, tried to fix it over about 9 months ago. He put out a 70-point immigration plan to fix all of these issues, to cure all of the woes facing this country as it relates to immigration. Democrats balked at it. Fast forward a little bit, you see the Schumer shutdown. The Democrats decided to stand with people who are here illegally and unlawfully by the hundreds of thousands, as opposed to hundreds of millions of American citizens. They're doing it again. They're playing politics with people's lives. They're doing it on the backs of children.
Republicans have
It's
the
absolutely
majority
grotesque.
in the House and Senate, Hogan.
Right, but you have to change the law, Brian, and the only way you change the law is with 60 votes in the Senate. We don't have that. The Republicans are together in this, united in this, trying to stop child smuggling, protect the family unit. Democrats don't want it because they want it as a political issue.
Even when Brian Kilmeade has to remind you, wait a second, you control all branches of government. I mean, first off, it's not the law. It's simply not the law. There is no law that says, A, you have to separate parents from children. It is an administrative choice that they're going to choose to categorize what these people are doing when they show up for asylum or even when they cross the border without documentation. Because this has been forever a misdemeanor that does not require the prosecution and the separation, the criminal prosecution of the parents and the separation of children. It's just simply not true. It is a total fabrication, a total lie. And they clearly must be afraid of the political backlash on some level. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to lie about it.